Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games brought me a lot of joy as a kid, and it actually still brings me joy right now. I play a lot of sports. Not saying that any of the sports that I play are in the Olympic Games, but it's really cool to see the characters that I grew up with, and I love playing sports in general and doing the thing that I love as well. Now, I just want to go back and talk about these Olympic Games and play just a little bit for you guys, a few of the Olympic Games that I played as a kid. I don't want to spend too much more time on the intro, so make sure you guys leave a like on today's video. Actually, leaving a like on the video helps a ton. It gets the video out to more people, and it helps out the channel. It could bring in some new subscribers and just more people into the community. And I never really asked for this, but if you guys could drop a comment on today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than usual videos. It's not going to just be you watching gameplay. It's going to be a little bit more interactive, as you guys will see in a few minutes. But without further ado, let's dive into the best game in the Olympic series. I love Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games. It's actually my favorite of the entire series. But I kind of loved it a little too much as a kid. I bought the physical copy and the digital copy. And you guys remember the little pamphlets that would come with it, right? So I would just take it out and then just tape it on the wall. Now, obviously, there's a reason why I love the game so much. And for me, it's the gameplay. I feel like they mastered the idea of how to put gameplay into it while using the character's ability still, but not like overpowering it to the point where if they use their special ability, game over, you've lost. Now, you can play this game in two ways. You can play it in multiplayer or single player. If you've never played this game before, I would definitely recommend multiplayer. It's not just because, oh, you get to play with someone else. No, it's really, really good in multiplayer. How they split up the screen, you can still see your side. It's a really fun time while doing it as well. So if you can get the game somehow, or if you already have the game, hit up some siblings, hit up some friends, play the game. My best memory with this game was playing with my friend. You know, we'd just be chilling, playing Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games. My mom would walk in now and then, check on us, and see us just, you know, shaking that Wiimote as hard as we can. Another charming factor about the game is the character models. In my opinion, they look very, very good and slick. Sonic looks really good, and Mario, so those are the top two people you need to know. And another character model that I always just found that looked the best, in my opinion, was Donkey Kong. No specific reason, it just looked the best. My favorite event is Dream Rafting by far. I just loved being a jerk in that game. I love knocking people off. I also love ground pounding, just making the raft go unstable. It was a fun thing to do with multiplayer. Never really liked it single player because obviously computers are smarter than I am. And even like once you finish the rafting part of it, you go down like this waterfall and then you fight the final boss, which is like a squid. And I thought that was so cool. Even though I died all the time because I was never good at it, the guy would always smack me with his tentacles and I would just die at the end, and I was always leave my friends to do it, and they usually would do it. So I mean, it's a cool boss. Nothing really spectacular, but it's fun. Now, finally, my favorite events from the game are football, table tennis, and track. Now, the final step before we move on to the next one, I'm going to pull out my tier list here. Now, this game is like really, really good, and it's really, really charming. So for that case, I got to give it in the S tier. It's an amazing game. I love it with all my heart. I'm nostalgic for it, so that's another reason why it goes in the S tier. Now let's talk about Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Olympic Winter Games. Now, this game is good, but I hate it with a passion. And that reason is because of the freaking bobsledding event. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys why I hate this with a burning passion. And no, I am not pulling out my computer to record something off of my Wii. I'm using that I'm actually using my computer right now to record something for the 2020 Olympic Games. So I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, you just gotta return to the days where there wasn't a capture card. Now, I would be dumb and just do this stuff one-handed. And again, sorry for the poor quality. My computer's currently doing something else, and I don't care that much to record stuff off of my Wii. All right, so our goal is to beat Vector. All right, come on, get off the ground. Come on, come on, come on. All right, let's do this. Trauma. PTSD. See, I suck at video games, but I don't suck this bad. There you go, stay on track. There you go. Oh, this quality sucks, but it doesn't matter. I got something else going on. Oh, nope. See, I can't do it, and I can't stay on track. It's all good, though. You know, this is really awkward because it's like my first time actually having to talk like this. You know, it's all chill, I guess. I'm all alone talking to myself playing a bobsledding game. Go, 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 go. Wait, if you shake the Wii remote, it doesn't do anything. Alright, so you just gotta stay on track. Dude, we're not gonna be back this time. Look, we're already at 211. The heck? The heck? See? This is why I hate bobsledding. Though, on an honest note, I do think the game is good. I do think the game is a step down from the 2012 game just because of quality. Though I had fun playing with the events, I didn't really like the dream events, which is usually 9 times out of 10 in most of the games, are going to be the best part. And in this game, if dream bobsledding is the best game, you have an issue. But I think I can say for everyone, I'm not sure, but the festival event was super fun. In my opinion, it is the best mode of this game. I love it mainly because you get to be either your favorite character or just a character in general, and then you get to just have this mindset where you just continue to go a day after day and get better every single day. And the gameplay of it was also pretty fun, and then the story, in quotes, was also pretty fun. Now, as we wind this game down, my favorite event from the game has to be the skiing one where you go through like the little post with like the yellowish, greenish, glowing effects. I'll probably have some gameplay of it on screen or something. That one is really fun, and I hate tilt controls, but I have to say, that is where it is utilized very well. Now, let me pull up my tier list here. So, last time we had the 2012 game in the S tier, rightfully so. For this game, I think it is a good game. I do also think that the voice acting for a spin-off game was pretty on point, and I do think that the character models are pretty good. Not as good as the Olympic Games in my opinion, but they were still pretty good. Gotta go A tier. It's above average, so it's not a B tier, but it is still pretty good. Now, let's talk about the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Mario and Sonic at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games was interesting. It was definitely not a Wii U game I was looking to buy when I used to buy games for my Wii U. But let me just go ahead and say this game was not fun for me. When this game came out, I never ended up buying it. I waited a long time and I ended up renting it. I never really found the game that much of an enjoyment to buy, and actually I think it is a poor man's version of the 2020 Olympics. By all means, this game is not a dumpster fire. I just feel like it drifted way too far away from the gameplay elements of the first few Olympic Games. I didn't like many of the events. I did like a few, just not a ton of them. I don't even think they had dream events. I think they had like special events for like soccer and something else. So that's definitely a letdown. And again, I didn't have the full experience of being able to replay it whenever I wanted to. I had like a 4-day, at most 5-day rental of it. Not a huge fan of it. Again, I think the cutscenes have a great, or probably the best part of the game. But for events-wise, my favorite event was rugby. I play and watch American football, and I tried to pick the sport that was closest to mine, and rugby was the big deal for me, and I really loved that, and I probably played that the most out of all the events. But pulling out the tier list here, I gotta say that this game was a C tier. Again, not that fun for me, but I know it's definitely not below average. It's probably just about average, so it gets a C. And the final Olympic Games we're going to be talking about today is Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, to me, was a disappointment. Now, I don't feel like the game was completely garbage or anything, but I hate it the same reason why I hate the Winter Games, because of a stupid event. And that event is the surfing event. When I saw this in, like, the trailers for the upcoming game, I was just like, this looks super cool. But when you play it, it's like infuriating and I don't like it. Now, I actually did whip up some footage. Now, the only thing is it's gonna lag just a tiny bit because my capture card, once you play for like over 2 hours, for some reason it decides to lag. So I was whipping up some footage from like Sonic Unleashed the other day, and I'm like, this Werehog stage is lagging at the end, but if you do it for like over 2 or 3 hours, it starts to lag, and that's what I did with this surfing level. So yeah. I swear this game hates me. I swear this game hates me. That's not the voice of someone who's enthusiastic. Anyways, I never really found the gameplay that fun. I just felt like it wasn't that interactive. You just either press buttons or even motion controls that weren't that fun, because it's like, I don't know, it felt like it breezed by really quickly. And I mean, it just kind of feels like button mashing as well, and I don't want to pay $60 for button mashing. Also, the like story mode where they have the 16-bit Sonic and the 8-bit Mario, which I still don't understand why they didn't just use like Super Mario World's Mario. But that part was pretty fun. I don't exactly like it either though. I just found the story kind of interesting. But again, the letdown is like the events, especially since it wasn't like an RPG type of game and they had to go off the events that they had just with the sprites. It wasn't that fun for me. I will give the game this. They did change a lot of like designs for characters, like what they will wear and what certain events. Now it's time to rank this. It's not like a high C. It's more like a high D, low C, so I'll put it in C tier. But yeah, that's gonna really just do it for me in today's video. Make sure you guys do drop a comment on what you thought about this format. It's not like too much different, it's just more jump cuts, not just gameplay. There's gonna be some real life stuff like when I showed myself in it, basically. Anyways, if you want to follow me on any social medias, you can follow my Twitter, link is always in the description, though I'm not on there much. And you can follow my Instagram, I'm usually actually active over there. And if you want to talk to me further, come and join my Discord, I'm also usually active over there. And also, guys, make sure you check out my plush series. It's not just your old run-of-the-mill comedy series. It is a story-driven series with actual lore and tidbits and character arcs and so on and so forth. And me and my co-writer put a ton of time into this. And I don't actually have an editor anymore, so I'm doing it all by myself. And that's just, it's even more work, but I'm actually happy since I do know how to edit now. And anyways, I also updated the Season 2 playlist, so if you want to start anywhere, I'd start there. Oh, and also, quick shout out to Hoshi. She voices all the females in my series, and she is an amazing, and I repeat, amazing voice actor. Anyways, with that being said, I love you guys. Wear your socks. Peace.